So this is part 3. You should have just completed the sim activity for lesson 2.3 activity 2. Now we're going to talk about it. So if you had done the sim activity correctly, we were trying to get the number of WeBug bursts to increase. And so you're supposed to change the green leaves. And so in order to get the WeBug population to go up, we would have to increase the greenleaf population. So I increased it. You can see this change. I increased the green leaves and I locked it. I maxed it out at 300. And so this is the results. So you can see that when we look about excuse me, when we look from before or after, no, I don't have corona. I was eating before this and got something stuck in my throat. So no, this is not a corona video. Anyways, so you can see before and I changed it. Look at the change in energy storage molecules. It's a huge change. So the energy storage molecules in the green leaf population increased. So when we increase green leaves, we can see that we also have a WeBug population increasing. WeBugs eat green leaves to get energy storage molecules. So a larger green leaf population provides more energy storage molecules to the WeBugs, so they have more energy for reproduction and they can have more bursts. This makes a whole lot of sense. Like, if I need energy to survive and to reproduce, the more energy I have available, the more likely it is I'm going to survive and reproduce. So the more green leaves there are, more population, higher population of green leaf, there's a higher chance that the WeBugs will reproduce and their population will increase. Okay, so now the WeBug bursts compared to the deaths in this population. So when the bursts increased, there's now more bursts than deaths. So look at this over here, 141 to 26. So again, if we go to before, the died hasn't changed much. There's only 14 being born, 20 are dying, and when we go here, 25, so a little bit more, but not significant. But 140 bursts, like that's pretty significant. So that's a huge change. It's a change of 115. So in the previous chapter, we learned that for a population to increase, there has to be more bursts than deaths. And for a population to decrease, there had to be fewer bursts than deaths. We can't assume that increasing the number of bursts will lead to more bursts than deaths, because we don't know if the number of deaths has also increased or not. However, if the population increases, then we know there must be more bursts than deaths. If we see a population changing in size by increasing, there must be more births than deaths. So this leads us to our key concept for this lesson, and that is that the larger the resource population, the more energy storage molecules are available for the consumer population. We now know that a way to increase the number of births, remember that's our investigation questions, what can change the number of births? We now know that a way to increase the number of births in a population is to increase the size of its resource population. The number of births increases because a larger population makes more energy storage molecules available to its consumer population. With more energy storage molecules, the consumer population can reproduce more. So with a large increase in the resource population, there's more energy storage molecules available for the consumer population to eat and therefore reproduce more. That's the end of the video. Make sure that you have pressed hand in on your sim activity for activity 2. And